Hi everyone, this is Eldad Amara, your host. This is going to be a short video. This one is entitled, Why are all these 20 and 30 miles an hour signs suddenly appearing? Why are these 20 and 30 miles an hour signs appearing? Listen, even in the main roads, I'm not talking about where schools are, but I'm talking about in the main roads, there are 20 miles an hour signs. Why? And there's a lot of places as well. I've noticed the roads are starting to be cut off, so you can't go down certain roads. So it's like the traffic is directed in one direction. You see these 20 and 30 miles an hour signs. Sometime on one stretch of road, you'll see a 20 miles an hour sign, and then it'll go to 30 miles an hour, and that's only about 50 to 100 yards when you're driving in your car. And then it slows down again to 20 miles an hour and it speeds up again to 30 miles an hour. I don't understand this. Are they trying to catch people out or something? Yeah? They got some kind of hidden cameras somewhere and they're catching people like who are driving too fast. So they keep within the 20 miles an hour speed limit, and then all of a sudden the speed says that you can go up to 30 miles an hour. So you start speeding up, and next thing, you're going to the 30 miles an hour speed limit. And there's probably cameras somewhere taking pictures. This is all convenient for the government and local authority, isn't it? Because it's going to just add to the revenue. It will add to the revenues because all these people have been fined for going over the speed limit. As I say again, I can understand these signs being outside of schools. That's understandable because you've got kids walking around. And I saw something when I was younger. Yeah, a kid being dragged underneath a car, and it was horrible, man. It was horrible. That stays with me. This has stayed with me all my life. Seeing a Jaguar, I could remember, and it was going so fast, and it knocked a kid down and dragged this kid along the ground. Oh, it was horrible, man. It was horrible. So, as I say, I can totally understand having 20 miles an hour signs outside of schools or outside of places like nursing homes and that. I can understand that. But on a main road, they're trying to get people down to 30 miles an hour and 20 miles an hour. What's all that about? I'll tell you what I think it is probably about. Highly likely is that they're trying to make these smart cities. They're trying to make these smart cities. So they're trying to direct the traffic in one direction. Okay? Not only that, I think it's about trying to cut down emissions according to certain people. They say they're trying to reduce the emissions on the road. I think they're trying to get the cars off the road myself. Yes, I think they're trying to get the cars off the road. I can see someone I know has got a car. I'm just wondering what they're doing. Anyway, so if they can get the cars off the road, it means less emissions. They want everyone to be driving around in these smart cars or these electric cars, as opposed to cars that run on petrol and diesel. So they want to create a clean air zone. See what's going on in London? The ULEZ, ultra low emission zones. They put up all these signs everywhere and cameras, yeah, to record people. Some people's coming off the driveways and stuff like that, and they've been fined. This is creating stink in London, man, this ULEZ. This ultra low emission zone. ULEZ. Now, is this 20 and 30 miles an hour zones? Is this all part of the smart cities and the 15-minute cities? Are they trying to get the cars off the road and trying to get people to walk more, people to cycle more? Because I've noticed more cycle lanes. Yes, people, I suppose, do need to get more healthier, more fitter, but I think there's something more deadly and more insidious. I think there's something more deadly and more insidious, something clandestine that's going on. 20 and 30 miles an hour. Could you imagine the amount of road rage there's going to be if people have to drive 20 miles an hour in a main road, and you got people who will be looking at their clocks all the time, looking at their speed limits, and as they're looking down at the speed limit, next thing they go into the back of a car. Man, I don't understand. 20 miles an hour. So if you go 20 miles an hour, it's going to take you double the time to get to where you need to get to. If you have to go to work, it means you're going to have to get up a little bit earlier to go to work. And coming home, the same thing, because you've been restricted in terms of your speed limits. And I could just imagine when there's a lot of traffic on the road and people are just stuck, literally gridlocked, it's just going to cause so much road rage. People getting out of their cars and fighting with each other. And this body called the WEF, the World Economic Forum, and they're trying to create a sustainable environment, clean air zone. And they want to do this by 2030. So they want to get a lot of these cars off the road. But I don't think they're really thinking properly about how the emissions, if you drive around the outskirts of a city, you create more emissions. Because that's what they seem to be trying to get us to do, is to drive around the outskirts of a city rather than directly into the city. So, all they're doing is just moving the problem somewhere else. Can they not see that? You won't be getting rid of these carbon emissions. You'll be creating more emissions by just sending the problem somewhere else. Think as well, the wear and tear on people's vehicles. Have you got to keep putting your clutch down every couple of seconds because you're right at the back of somebody else's car? Think of the wear and tear on the brakes and on your clutch, and eventually on your gears as well, because it's going to start to wear out a lot of cars, especially the clutches. And as I say again, people are going to be getting so hostile with each other because of these large traffic jams or grids, and they're cutting off certain roads, so you can't even go down certain roads to try and divert the traffic. Groups like WEF, United Nations, they have their agenda. They have their agenda. They want to get the cars off the road and have a more clean, sustainable environment. But I don't think they've really thought their plans through properly, because I can see a lot of problems this is going to entail. And you imagine someone on a bike will get to somewhere much more quicker than someone in a car. Say a bike, I'm talking about a cycle, yeah? You could probably get to 30 to 40 miles an hour. Are these people going to be fined for going that speed? I don't think so. So you got all these cycle lanes, you see these people just whizzing past. These cars are locked in these gridlocks. These people haven't really thought things through properly. Is this sustainable? Is this sustainable environment they're trying to create? Is it really something clandestine, something else that's going on? Why do you need 20 and 30 miles an hour signs on main roads? And why put signs so close together as well? 1 minute you can drive 20 miles an hour, you got the road a little bit, about 100 yards, and you could go up to 30, and then you got to come back down in speed. I don't understand. I don't understand. I think there's something more deeper, more clandestine to the sustainable goals. Anyway, people, I want you to have a good look around. Be aware of your surroundings. Look at all these signs, all these miles per hour signs. Why are these 20 and 30 miles per hour road signs seem to be everywhere? I'll tell you what as well, I never see anyone putting these things up during the daytime. So they must do this at night time. They must do this when people are asleep, because for the amount of signs you see, I don't see anyone putting them up. So again, that seems a bit clandestine to me. Anyway, people, I want you to drop me a comment and see if you honestly agree with me about what's going on and what's the possible alternative solutions. Look at this, man. everywhere we're going. There's these 20 and 30 miles an hour speed, 30 miles an hour speed limits. Look at it. You can't turn right here by these lights. And check it. These signs are everywhere. 30 miles an hour speed limit. They're everywhere. And they're cutting off certain roads as well. As I say, look at these signs. 20 miles an hour signs. Everywhere we seem to be going. You can't go over 20 to 30 miles an hour. You tell me if this isn't part of the smart city agenda. There's a lot of bike lanes. There's a lot of bike lanes. There's a lot of bike lanes here. Okay? There's a lot of bike lanes. So it looks like they want to get people to be on bikes and walking. Look at it. Look. 20 miles an hour here. And then all of a sudden, you can go 30 miles an hour. About another 50 yards down the road, you'll be able to go 30 miles an hour. Why are they putting these signs so close together? 20 and 30 miles an hour. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. There's no schools here. So why are they putting these signs here? This is a main road. There's another sign there, right by the tree there. Another sign right by the trees. Check. Signs everywhere. 20 miles an hour. It's a main road. Look at that. Cul-de-sacs. Cul-de-sacs are blocking off roads. Look. Cycle pedestrian paths. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. See the 20 miles an hour sign there? And guess what? Right in front of it. 5G towers, 2 of them. Literally about 60 yards apart. Literally 60 yards apart. 2 5G towers. And 20 miles an hour sign. This is a main road. This is Eldad Amara.